I'm here with Jennifer Lindsay, who spoke here at the Social Media Marketing Convention. I'm Mike Stark at PosterProperty.com. Extremely interesting about breaking out generational attributes and how they fit and reach those type of people online. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about what you talked about.
So I'm a social media marketing consultant, helping companies get the most for their, spend. So that often means looking at the opportunities that each generation brings to the table in terms of becoming brand advocates, and the triggers that behaviorally can help them, do whatever it is that they would naturally do instead of going against the grain, going with the grain and what they're likely to do to help you promote your brand. Because each of the 4 generations that are alive at the moment act a little bit differently.
Mm-hmm. And another thing you might want to share with our group is you are a pretty well-known interviewer and do some other things with the radio. Why don't you share that with our audience?
So I have a very well-trafficked, luckily, podcast. God bless Alan Levy for creating Blog Talk Radio, or I should say Blog Talk Radio without my voice going out. Interviewed Dave McClure and one person that he funded earlier today, John Ramey from iSocket, which is a fantastic platform that actually TechCrunch uses to allow people to advertise with them. It's fabulous. It takes out the middleman.
Mm-hmm.
But in any event, large following with the podcast, and it's been great to be able to crowdsource, actually listen to what people are saying and follow that during the show to actually ask questions, because that motivated some of the questions actually today about helping people become entrepreneurs and breaking down some of the code words that we use to help them, become influencers themselves, hopefully, if that's what they want to do.
Very interesting. So tell us what some of your next topics will be with the show for your radio show.
Well, we do a lot of book tours, so we'll probably do another book tour or 2 this year. There's a few people, I like a lot of data visualization people, so I like to get in enough technology with enough geekiness. And I actually have spoken with a few celebrities. I've been reticent to bring sort of mainstream popular celebrities onto the program, just because I feel like it's yet another place for them to kind of toot their own horn. But I was at CES and I had the opportunity to meet some people that are with celebrities that I actually do think care and will expand the base in terms of hopefully more urban, more so people with different demographic types, so that maybe don't make as much money or include more ethnicity.
Well, so I'm sure that people out there now are kind of dying to figure out how they can find you to listen to some of these interesting things you've put together and also read about you. So how can they find you?
So I have the blessing of having 2 last names, but you can find me on Twitter, and my name is Jennifer, spelled the traditional way, Jennifer. And then I have an ED at the end, so I've made myself a verb, Jennifer. Is my Twitter handle. And then my website is jenniferneelylindsay.com. So the easy way to do it is just take my Twitter handle, put .com behind it, and it'll forward you on to my website.
So Google can find you.
Yes, Google can find me easily, and use the Twitter handle, because it's pretty much every service out there I've taken Jennifer. So yeah, because I like that whole concept.
Is that a double R or a single R?
1 R.
1 R. You heard it here.
Yeah, because it's Jennifered. So you're just adding ed to the end, which a lot of people remember. And can I be saucy?
You can do whatever you want.
Because of erectile dysfunction. So a lot of medications that talk about ed and then go on to talk about the side effects, and you went, oh, that's what that's for.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you're female, you're not kind of knowing the lingo that maybe certain men are talking about.
So if they listen to your show, they'll get jazzed up and they'll be in a good romantic, I don't know. I haven't heard that.
Hopefully they'll learn a little bit about how they can make themselves an influencer, create a larger online map for themselves,
Gotcha.
and become a celebrity themselves if they want to. I mean, today every company every person has the opportunity to be a broadcast channel. I went to Columbia School of Journalism, so I had more than 10 years in the broadcast industry and started out interviewing people. So I had that base, and I wanted to go back to it. So one of my what we call J School, journalism school professors, went on to Blog Talk Radio, and so suddenly it had the credibility that Adrian Curry had been doing it before online, and I was I don't know about that platform, but Blog Talk Radio got that gravitas behind it, and then integrating with iTunes, you can go onto iTunes, find it, and subscribe to it. And I get actually a lot of lead gen out of it because people are downloading it automatically. They listen to it in their car and they go, oh, she's touching on a topic that I didn't know she spoke about. So I cover a lot of different areas. I'm very into data-driven decision making. I help a lot. Like I said, I talk about online management consulting, and that means helping businesses streamline. In the case of a couple companies I'm working with right now, helping them reduce or move staff, or figure out if interns are better, or if it's better to maybe add add things to job descriptions, or take things off of job descriptions to try to balance out how you make how do you make a return on this sort of changing world that we're in, where we have to be everywhere at one time.
So if you really want to take your life, your business, your brand, yourself to a new level, you can get Jennifer'd and follow her, and I'm sure she would love to hear from you. Thanks again.
You're very welcome. It's good meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you.
All right, and thank you to the audience for listening to our video.
Merci beaucoup.
So what did I say, Donata? I'm from California,
All right.
All right.